Hi, I'm Emmanuel and welcome to my workbench and welcome to another Friday Fast 5 as we continue to go through my world banknote collection. Today we start off with Burundi. Let's go to the country profile. Burundi is a landlocked republic in the central part of southern Africa. Here is its flag. It is a X-shaped silver lines with a circle in the center with three six-pointed stars, as well as green on the left and right side and red on the top and the bottom. The coat of arms has a stylized lion with three spears on a shield, and the motto in French, unity, work, and progress. Burundi is, as I said, in Africa, in Central Africa. It is landlocked right here, right in the midst of the lakes over here. And since 1962, it uses the franc. Here is the banknote from Burundi. This one is dated 2018. It is oranges and yellows. It has a map of the country and a fisherman over here. This is 500 francs. Very cool. Let's look at the back. National flag over here, and we have a plant. I don't know what kind it is, and it has a crocodile. Very, very cool. Does have a security strip as well as a reflective strip right here. Awesome. Let's see how this banknote reacts to UV light. All right, right here we have a square with a 500 BRB, another 500 BRB. There are some colored, some UV multicolored yellow and blue threads throughout the banknote. And on the other side, just the threads. There is a bull that shows up here, a bull's head or a cow's head. Very cool. Following Burundi, we move to Cambodia. Let's go to the country profile. Cambodia is a kingdom in Southeast Asia. Its flag is a blue and red tricolor with a temple on the in silver on the center red stripe. Here is the royal arms of Cambodia. And in South Asia over here, it is the country in red on this map. Now, Cambodia from 1953 to 1975 used the first riel. In 1975, it went through some political changes and was renamed to Kampuchea. I do not have any banknotes from this era. And as of 1979, to date, it uses the second riel. Starting with the note on top, this is from the first riel, dating from 1953 to 1975. This is a 50 riel note. You have some fishermen over here on the center with a very intricate design around the banknote. It is dark blues and light oranges in color. Very cool. It is a large sized note and a blue and brown on the back with National Bank of Cambodia in French. There is a watermark you can make out over here, probably of a stone figure or a stone Buddha from one of their temples. Awesome. The second note is from the second riel, which starts 1979 to date. And I don't have any banknotes from the dictatorship era when it was known as Kampuchea. We have the Buddha over here behind this Buddhist monk. The note is orange. There is a watermark of a geometric design. Very cool. And you have a temple in the back. This is a 2014. Very, very cool. I like how the orange goes from dark to light over here. Let's see how these banknotes react under UV light. So the top one does have fluorescing characters over here. The serial number, the central numbers over here, they all fluoresce. These characters as well. And on the back side, we have some more fluorescing characters over here that seem to bleed through the paper. They're in reverse on this side. Very cool. This other one here, very, very clear, bright fluorescent serial number, the central part as well as this strip fluoresce as well. It has green, yellow, blue, and red fluorescent fibers in the paper. And on the opposite side, again, the temple, and this time the national coat of arms or the national emblem appears, as well as the denomination repeated in the central stripe over here, and the denomination once again over here in Cambodian characters. Very cool. After Cambodia, we are going to Cameroon. Let's go to the country profile. Cameroon is a republic in Central Africa. Its flag is a vertical tricolor of green, red, and yellow with a golden or yellow star in the central red stripe. The coat of arms follows the same color scheme, and it has two axes behind a shield with a sword and scales of justice and an outline of the country in blue. Here is Cameroon on a map of the world in Central Africa, just on the Atlantic coast right over here. Now, from 1960 to 1973, Cameroon used the CFA franc. In this case, it was the Central Bank of Equatorial African States and Cameroon. I do not have any banknotes from this era. However, as of 1973, Cameroon does use the Central African States common currency, with a common design across the states that use this currency. For Cameroon, I only have the modern CFA series starting in 1973. I don't have any of the older ones. They're quite dear in terms of price, and they're hard to find. Hopefully, but they are within my budget, so hopefully one day I will be able to find some of them. We'll have to see about that. But for now, I do have two series. One is the 1999 series, and the other one is the 2002 series. So let's look at the first one. This is 500 francs from the 1999 series, and it features a tribal mask with a gazelle. There is a watermark over here of a gentleman's face wearing a hat. I think this is the back of the note. Yeah, this is the front of the note. The watermark is of this man over here, and we have some cows over here. There is a security strip through here, and the feature that denotes this as a banknote from Cameroon is the letter E, which indicates that this note is from Cameroon. Very, very cool. The second note was upside down as well. In the 2002 series, they changed the Cameroon letter to the letter U, and here are the features: children learning about the letter B. And on the back, we have a woman in traditional dress and in some huts with a reflective strip with the denomination on here. Very cool. The watermark is of 3 antelope. Very, very cool. Let's see how these react under UV light. So there is a globe over here with some red fibers throughout the paper on the top one. And on the opposite side, yeah, here's the globe that we saw. It was bleeding through the paper. Very, very cool. And in the new one here, we have the denomination that pops out, the security strip as well. And we have green, blue, and red fibers throughout. And on the opposite side, again, the security strip and the blue, green, and red fibers as well. Now, following Cameroon would be alphabetically Canada, but Canada will have its own episode in the entirety. So next week's Friday Fast 5 will just be all of my Canadian banknotes. So skipping Canada till next week, let's go next to Cape Verde. Cape Verde, or Cabo Verde, is a republic, an island republic, in the Atlantic Ocean, just off of the west coast of Africa. And here is its flag. It's a blue flag with an off-center white stripe cut with a red stripe, and it has 10 stars forming a circle, 10 golden stars forming a circle. The national emblem is a circle with the words Republic of Cape Verde on it. And here is where it is located, off of the coast of Africa, immediately to the west of Africa in the Atlantic. Since 1914 to 1975, it used the Portuguese escudo, being a former Portuguese colony. And in 1975 to date, it still uses the escudo, but it is no longer a Portuguese colony. I don't have any other Cape Verde banknotes from the colonization era, but as of 1975, I do have this polymer note here. You can tell it's a polymer note because of the plastic reflectivity here. It is a transparent window of this gentleman over here. It features a sprig of grapes. This note is pink and green, and it is a 200 escudo note issued in 2014. Very cool. On the back side, we have, it looks like a volcano. And again, the grapes on this side as well. Bank of Cape Verde, and this is 200 escudos, it says. That is awesome. Let's see how this one fluoresces under UV. We have the denomination that pops out and a UV reflective serial number as well on this side. No other details pop out at me on this side, and let's go to the other side. And we have the grapes and the grape leaves that pop out over here as well. Very, very cool. And going next to the final country for today, we have the Cayman Islands. Let's go to the country profile. The Cayman Islands are a self-governing British overseas territory, and it is located just southwest of the island of Cuba. Here is its flag. It is a dark blue flag with the Union Jack in the upper hoist side and with its coat of arms on the flag. We're looking closer at the coat of arms. It has a sea turtle as a crown on top of a shield with a line and 3 green stars over a blue and white wavy design. Here is the location of the Cayman Islands. So here is the island of Cuba, just south of Florida, and the little islands over here, just south of Cuba, is where the Cayman Islands is located. As of 1972, the Cayman Islands issues its own currency, the Cayman Islands dollar. Prior to 1972, the Cayman Islands used the Jamaican dollar. The Cayman Islands uses the Cayman Island dollar. This is $1 for the Cayman Islands. It is primarily blue, featuring Queen Elizabeth II. It has the font size increasing on the serial number, and it has a fish over here and an intricate background design. There is a reflective strip down the center here, as well as a security strip woven through the paper banknote. There is a watermark on this side of, if I put it like this, it's of a sea turtle. And the fish are a predominant feature of the front side of this note. The back side, you have some bluffs, some cliffs from the island, and a shell over here on this side as well. Let's see how this one fluoresces under UV light. There's a big crab over here, right on over the Queen's face. And that is the only thing that fluoresces on this side of the note. I don't see any fibers. There's a number 1 in the center of the crab right there. And on the other side, well, we have a fading, this bright fading line over here on this side, as well as this side over here with the fluorescent shell over here. Looks like a nautilus shell. Very cool how it fades in and fades out over here. And here is the status of the world map. The countries in green indicate the countries that I have all of the banknotes that I wish to collect, and the ones in orange indicate that there are still some banknotes I would like to collect from that country. Well, that's it for this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Tune in next week for the special Canada episode. Until next time, thanks for watching.